Peace and blessings. So, I was sitting doing a reading for myself, and sometimes it helps me to talk readings out. So, I decided I was going to try something different and record this reading to share it. Because I have an expansive collection and I really want to um, put them to use, what I did before I just kind of tuned in to see what decks wanted to be used, what decks were did I need a message from. And so the oracle deck that came up was the Dragon Oracle cards and the Super Lunaris Tarot. So I grabbed them off my shelf and I started with the Dragon Oracle cards, and just those cards alone brought tears to my eyes because it really shows the healing journey that I've been on. I just want to kind of share some of the insights and things that came up for me. So first and foremost, the blue dragon from Pleiades. All of these were jumpers, by the way. I have a Pleiadian deck that I was actually looking at and thought that was going to be the oracle that I used, but it was not. But seeing that this blue dragon comes from the Pleiades system, I do feel that there is something within that deck that I need to work with. So I might pull that in as a working deck. But this is about accepting healing from source. It's about a heart activation, being able to give and receive heart healing. I am the spiritual love healer. All of my work has always been around love and healing, helping people to feel connected with themselves and with others. So this is very beautiful. Being that I was looking at this as a past energy as well, there was a affirming thing that happened here with this card because of the journey that I have been on in the past, I'll say 2 to 3 years. There was an activation that happened, and it was very jarring to me. And I had to do a lot of healing, but I'm seeing now, and I have a deeper understanding being on the other side of that situation as to what happened, why it happened. And I'm seeing that, yeah, that was part of my journey for me to go deeper within my work to be able to pull more threads of healing and wisdom for the collective to help other people as well. This was really beautiful. And I shared, I want to say it was at the end of 2022, like a reflection. And the word that I chose for that reflection was heartbreaking or heartbroken or something like that. It wasn't in a sense of like losing someone or being hurt. It was in the sense of having to be cracked open. And so I really feel that in this card, your heart has to be open in order to accept healing, to accept an activation. And I just thought that this was truly beautiful and very sacred. So I'm really grateful for the messages that came through from Blue Dragon from the Pleiades. So I feel that I was living out my soul work, my soul mission, and everything that I went through got me up into a point of initiation, of activation. And I see that here echoed in the Knight of Wands. He's very open and just charging ahead on the journey and just following the path. And I kind of feel like that is where I was because I didn't know where things would take me. And so moving on to where things took me, we have Air and Water Dragon, which is all about connecting to higher frequencies. And as soon as I saw the water, it took me back to last year where I spent a lot of time at the beach. And it was very much a hermit mode for me where I was doing a lot of healing work, a lot of ancestral work, just really focusing on my spiritual gifts, my healing, as well as my work. And so that was the start of a new journey. I moved and then I moved again. I started a new career. I started coming back online with my business, coming out of the hermit mode with a lot more wisdom. And so for me, there was a period of time really focusing on reconnecting with my intuition, learning to trust myself again. And, I continue to develop my gifts. I continue to hone my healing gifts, my intuition, and all of the different things. But what I love about this is like express your inner song. And I feel like after going in with the energy of the hermit and, doing all the things that I need to do and needed to do, once you reemerge as the fool, because the fool has gone through the journey through to the world, and I was able to come back with new knowledge, with new awareness, with deeper wisdom and understanding. So I thought that this really mirrors the journey that I have been on in the past 3 to 4 years, I'll say. So it really brought tears to my eyes, especially this dragon here, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I just want to go ahead and get through these cards. So then we have the gold and silver violet flame dragon, which is all about transmuting the old with wisdom and grace. And with the Queen of Cups here, I am a healer. This is the transformation of myself, of my work, and my ability to help others heal, grow, thrive, and live abundantly ever after. And the words that they use on the card here is it's time for transmutation, for magic, and healing. And I talk about alchemizing heartache. I talk about being able to manifest the life and the love that you desire and deserve, which is what living abundantly ever after is all about. And of course, the healing, really being able to heal whatever wounds that you have that are preventing you from being open to love, from being, loving and accepting of yourself. So this is just me at work, right? The Queen of Cups is very much a healer. This is about being of service and, being connected in with your intuition, with your gifts, being able to guide people to understand what they're feeling, what they're thinking, getting to the root of issues in a loving and nurturing way, but also in a very powerful way. So I was like, wow, what a beautiful journey that this has been for me. And it is something that I'm going to talk more about. And like, it really brought tears to my eyes because this was so affirming, and the fact that I just allowed spirit to lead. I was like, okay, what oracle deck? And then I just kind of closed my eyes and I sat there and I saw dragons, and I was like, okay, I know I've got a dragon deck. Boom, there it is. Pulled it off the shelf. And then when I was like the tarot, then I saw Superlunaris and was like, all right, I pulled them off the shelf, and I connected with the cards. I cleansed them and shuffled, and bam, spirit started talking. So royal blue and gold dragon is what was on the bottom of the deck. So this is the shadow card, and the shadow is not always what's negative or what's wrong, or sometimes it is just what's hidden, what we're not aware of. And this is what made me tear up. So the colors that I have been working with are blue and gold. And in fact, when I changed my brand colors, initially they were royal blue and gold, but I was like, I'm just going to do black to keep things simplistic. So me choosing this color scheme in business and life, and then seeing it show up here as something that strengthens you to stand in your power and wisdom and awakening to your majesty, being in a place of power. It says, wear your cloak of power with pride. Nothing is by accident. Even the most mundane of things has the divine all over it. And I thought it was so fitting that the high priestess is the card that jumped out with this one. And they're almost wearing the same colors. And it's like, yeah, like this was hidden, right? Because the high priestess represents secrets. And now I'm remembering, like, we're in the full moon energy, and the high priestess, in my experience of working with that energy, always reveals her secrets to me under the full moon. And so I feel where we are, and I believe, what is it? It's the full moon in Virgo. We're in Pisces season, and I was just writing out a list of things that I want to integrate into my daily life, routine, things I would like to release. And then it was like, okay, you need to pull some cards, and here we are. And it's like all of the struggles that I've gone through, especially recently, were all just so I could stand in my power, so that I could help other people transmute their pain. And it elevated my work and the things that I'm doing, and just reconfirmed that what I'm working on and the way that I am shifting my work is what I really would like to do. Because the way my schedule is, it's so busy, and I work as a massage therapist. So while I really want to do more as far as like coaching work and, individual energy healing sessions and things like that, those things will come. But right now, I feel that my knowledge, wisdom, and experience can be best used to help support people through my readings. And I really would like them to focus on love, healing, relationships, and manifesting. And it's just a natural thing because I'm always sharing decks. I'm always talking about tarot and oracle and love and relationships and so on and so forth. So nothing is necessarily changing. It's just a slight shift in how I go about doing this work. And so I'm just really grateful. Like, this is so beautiful. And look at all the major arcanas. We've got the Hermit, the Fool, and the High Priestess. This was definitely a sacred journey that allowed me to redirect my passion back into healing. And I gained so much along that journey. That wisdom is forever ingrained. And it's almost like not even that, it was like an awakening, a remembering, and just a coming home to the power that has always been within me. Because sometimes when we get around certain people or in certain situations, we can get sidetracked or purposely misled off of our paths. And so it's important to always come home to oneself. And that's what I'm seeing here. This was absolutely beautiful. And look, on the bottom, we have the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, the Hanged One, Page of Pentacles. It's all magic. Like, there is abundance, there's joy, there is bliss here in the work, showing up as a spiritual teacher, leading and guiding and supporting others. Being a community leader is something that is really coming forward for me as well this year. And then we have the Four of Swords and the Hanged One, that sacred pause that allowed me to recharge. And the more that I create that sacred space in my life to connect with the divine, to receive the messages, to rest, to meditate, that's what's important to me. And that's what my system needs. So another reason why I decided to kind of shift gears to focus more so on the reading aspect And I'll still have courses available and some other ways to work with me, probably more so programs, VIP days, because that will allow me to integrate the healing and massage component, and then retreats. So that's kind of how I'm restructuring things, because I do need a lot of rest and care, not only for my energetic system, but for my physical system, because the work that I am doing, it's strenuous, it's laborious, and it's important that I rest and focus on home as much as I possibly can. So this was just super confirmation for me that everything is connected, that I am on the right path, and that the shift that I'm making is one that is absolutely transformative. It is what I need to do, what I'm being called to do, what I'm being led to do. And I can stand in my power with that, because I wield the medicine, the wisdom, the knowledge, the experience, the healing, all that is needed to bring forward heart activation healings for other people, helping them connect into higher frequency relationships, which is what living abundantly ever after is all about. It's about breaking up with brokenness, with broken people, with broken parts of yourself, and allowing yourself to elevate, to rise up into higher level connections with yourself, with others, and the world around you. So yeah, so if you want to alchemize pain, heartache, and trauma, and truly see transformation happen in your life, because that's exactly what happened in my life. Numerous times I have been able to rebirth and recreate myself, and that is the transmutation, that is alchemy, that is the metamorphosis, the magic, and it's all possible. So thank you for, witnessing this. And I'm grateful that I was able to sit and share this with you, and that I found a different way to record, which I can't wait to share and explore next time I do a review. So yay! I tried this before and it wasn't working, but I have figured it out. This was amazing. I'm grateful that we are in the year of the dragon, and that the dragons had this powerful message for me. This year is going to be amazing. And yeah, I'm so excited. So if you would like a reading, I have readings available on my website, JavonnaTisdale.com/tarot. They're all $88 readings minus the Level Up in Love session. That's a different offering. Right now, they are all email readings, just for my ease and flow, but that may change in the future as I really ground into really just stepping forward in this way with my work. So this is going to be really interesting. I am sending you an abundance of love. I give great thanks and honor for my higher self, for my ancestors, for divine source, for all the beautiful beings who come in to lead me, guide me, show me, protect me, share their wisdom with me, so that I may be of service to the collective in this way. Thank you, thank you, thank you.